Welcome back to our channel. So today I'm finally going to be getting around to doing a job that I've been putting off for about a year and a half, basically because I just don't want to do it. So I'm going to be sorting the wheel arches out on the Mark II. They're pretty bad. It's not too bad here, but I think what I'm going to do is replace the whole thing. You see it's gone into the inner wheel arch there. Got a nice hole here. Oh no, I just got that in my cup of tea. Oh, that's so annoying.
What happened?
I just flicked the wheel arch and then it just all went in my cup of tea. Oh, and it sunk to the bottom. I actually can't believe I'll just ruin my cup of tea, but I'll get another one made in a minute. So this is the wheel arch panel that I'll be fitting. I've actually had these, oh my god, for about 4 months now, I think. And I'm finally getting around to fitting them. I'm literally just going to use the bare minimum out of these. So first things first, I'm going to get this trim off. I'm going to get the back bumper off. And then I'm going to start cleaning up and seeing where we need to replace. Start sanding it back, because you can always guarantee that there's always more than you think there's going to be. So what I'll do is clean this all up, see how far back this goes, and then I'll know how much I need to cut out of this panel and how much I need to use. I've now sanded back all the areas that I know are going to need doing. It's actually not quite as bad as I thought, to be honest. We have got some nice clean metal behind it. Here's the worst. And there. So if I cut there. It's not the best to fit, but it is what it is. I can probably get that to fit. I could probably just tap that out a bit and move that up. So I think I'm only going to go probably to where this pin is, probably just around here, because I don't want to go too high, because I don't want to risk warping this. And this section I've decided to do separate because it doesn't quite fit in this groove very well. So I think I'm going to just put that bit on separately and then join it up to this piece. So I've just cut this bit out. And this is what I found. Got a bit more work to do, but I've got all the outer wheel arch off and all cleaned up. Just need to do some patches, get that dent out, and then I've got the sill and this bit to do as well. This bit of the inner wheel arch, I've just got a bit of paper just to use as a pattern, mark it all out. Then I'll make this side. It's all got to meet down on here, so I'm going to make this side first, then it's just got a lip here where the two join, bit of seam sealer down there, and then join it onto this bit here. Right, so that's the panel all made. That can now be welded in, cut in and welded in. I'll show this in a bit more detail when I actually come to fit the outer wheel arch. So I'll just get this in and then we can get on to the next part. Got this panel, I've just tacked it in a few places, put a few clippos in just to hold it in place. I did actually find a bit more rust. I went digging and I found that as well, but it's better to replace it while we're here than, you know, find it in a couple of months' time. I've made this pattern to go here as well. So I'm now going to get that made out of metal and then we can get them ones welded into place. So I've got these panels all made now. I've also cut the rust out. As you can see, there was quite a bit. This panel here needs some work too at the bottom, on this bottom edge, and back here as well, but we'll worry about that in a minute. This lip here is going to need replacing. This panel here I've already made as well, so that should just fit in there nicely. And then weld onto here once I've finished cutting it in. And then this one we'll weld up against it and then we'll weld it to the inner wing as well. So the last bit I'm making before I get the outer wheel arch on is this last little bit here that needs repairing. A little bit of steel like this. I think it was a 14mm lip. Just here. I've just cut it like that, and then what I'll do is I'll put it in the box and pan, bend it into with a 90-degree angle, and then I can shrink or stretch it just to get it to fit properly. So I'll fold it up now and then I will get on the shrinker stretcher. So as you can see now, that fits a hell of a lot better than it did before. So I think we're about ready to get this one cut in. So all the areas that I'm going to be welding onto, like this lip here, have all been put in weld through primer. It's just a copper one. Also going to be getting some high build primer painted onto the areas that need it, like in here and all on the inner wheel arch in here. Anywhere that's not going to be welded, because it won't weld very well, of course. So I've got all the inner wheel arch on now and all in primer. So I'm now ready to put the outer wheel arch on. But I've run out of time today, so that'll be a job for next week. But that'll be the end for this video, and there'll be a part 2 on fitting the outer wheel arch. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.